Good morning, everyone. This is Big Boss Calvin 83. You know, it seems to me that you got a segment of people, or should I say the vast majority of people that don't want to get it. And it seems like a lot of males, I call it, a lot of effeminate males. Well, before I even get into that, why are men, quote unquote, so bitch made? You know, I think it's like the comments I'm getting from my last few videos. These guys, you know what I'm talking about. Those who follow me for the last 6 years, you know, it's like I'm getting trolled by a bunch of stupid ass males that wish they were men. Pussy whip males, I call it. Well, why are these guys so feminized and effeminate and bitch made? Well, you got to look at the dynamic of the generations who were born in this, 70s, 80s, and every generation down to the 90s, to the 2000s, and the 2010s. A lot of these guys were raised by women. They were not raised by men. They were raised by single mothers, mostly. Now, me personally, myself and I personally came from a 2-parent family home, but my parents divorced when I was 11 or 12 years old. And that was like in 1994 or 95. So, but even though my dad was supposed to be the head of the household, to a certain extent, he was a slave. He was the last child out of 12 kids, in his family, from the islands, from Jamaica. But he was raised, but his siblings, most of the siblings that were closer to his age, he was raised by his sisters. So even though he had that patriarchal mindset, but he was still pussy whipped and raised by women, girls, Let's just call what it is. So even though I noticed that at an early young age, I still understood manhood. I used it as a learning curve. People say I was raised by a single mother. No, I wasn't raised by a single mother until the age of 12. I had 2 parents in the same household. My mom became a single mother after she filed for divorce because she wasn't happy. You get it. So I'm not going to go that much into it, but a lot of guys who were not fortunate to have both parents in the household, even if the man was pussy whipped and bitch made, you knew to a certain extent that you understood manhood a little bit by the structure. You know what I'm saying? By the structure. Even though the man could have been, even though there's guys who were raised in a 2-parent home, the father was a fucking bitch, and the mom ran shit. The woman ran shit. She was in control. The man was a slave, but she ran shit. She was the head of household, but she didn't have no responsibility, and she was never accountable for shit. And when things went bad, it was his fault. So that's why you got a lot of guys who got this men going their own way philosophy, MGTOW mindset. Since why should I be a fucking slave? And if I'm the captain of the ship, why is she driving the ship? But when stuff goes bad, it's my fault. Why should I have the leadership responsibilities, but I'm devoid of leadership? You understand? Does that make sense? People twisting my words and saying, oh, I'm telling people not to improve their lives. So I'm like, y'all so fucking retarded. I think some of you guys who are trolls are actually women in disguise, or y'all just raised, or y'all just that bitch made, or you're that effeminate, which is sad. Y'all been so damn feminized because America is a matriarchal society ran by the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, and the rest of the Jewish people. People say you should never say that, and that why did you have to specify specifically culture and ethnicity? My thing is this: people say names and faces, but I'm like, fuck that, because most people judge people based on a physical description of somebody, not an individual name and face. I'm not saying it's right, but we gotta call it for what it is, right? The elite families are mostly, the 1%ers are mostly elite Caucasian oligarchs, okay? You know, let's call it for what it is. When a so-called black man is accused of something, nobody goes by the individual, the name and face. No, the whole group is looked at as painted in the same brush as thugs and criminals. But when the person has to be Caucasian, we gotta now the white privilege comes in, or even if the person's Jewish, they're still looked at as Caucasian. Okay, even though the original Jews were people of color. But let's stay on the subject. When a Caucasian person is accused of something, it's all about, we need to get all the facts. They're innocent until proven guilty. You know, we got to judge them as an individual, names and faces. But when a person of color is accused of something or has done something wrong and they're busted, no. Guilty until proven innocent, or just guilty. And the whole group is so bad. The whole group is, one person did something bad, now the whole group got to suffer. So I'm like, that's a racist double standard. So when I say, well, it's the elite Caucasians, I'm not saying all. But my thing is, if some of you Caucasian people, if you ain't like that, why are you defending those who don't give a damn about you? The elite Caucasian people don't give a damn about everyday, regular, working class, middle class, poor Caucasian people. I hate to tell you this. No, I don't. No, actually, I don't. I want to tell you this. I hate to bust your bubble, but you ain't one of them. Okay? Wake up. Look, let me just say this. Damn, it's hot. Let me take my jacket off. Let me say this to y'all. I am not telling people that they should never improve their fucking selves, nor work on themselves. What I'm telling you, motherfuckers, is that trying to work on yourself and improve yourself just to get approval from other people is fucking stupid. Do you understand that? Trying to improve yourself and work on yourself just to get others to like you and accept you for who you fucking are, they will never accept you for you. They will never like you for you. They will always find something else, something different, another fault, another flaw, like they don't got no faults and flaws of themselves to use it against you. So if you give a person what they fucking want, they will never be satisfied. It's like a spoiled child. You give them whatever they want more. They want more and more and more and more. So because of that, they will never like you. Once a person decides not to like you, it's over. I'm not saying you can't change their mind, but the only way, which is the exception, to change their mind is not want to fuck with them. Go your own fucking way. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not telling people not to work on themselves, improve themselves. No, what I'm saying is do it for you. Improve yourself because that's what you want to do, not for the approval of other people. Does that make sense? I hope it does, because if it doesn't, I can't help you. You're just stupid if you don't get what I'm saying. Because what I'm just saying is basic logic and common fucking sense. Now, people say I'm bitter. Oh, you're angry. Well, maybe if you were in my shoes and walked a mile in my shoes, you'd be angry too. If you were denied a life, if you was a man, you're fucked. If you're a man of color who's non-Caucasian descent, you're fucked. Especially in America. It's all about looks, it's all about race, it's all about gender. But nowadays, it's all about your fucking gender. If you're not a woman, you don't get no benefits in the life. If you're a man, if you're a man, you are evil. You're the pedophile. You're the rapist. You are the scum of the earth. You can't do nothing right. You're a loser. You are the inferior. You are subhuman. If you're a man in this society, if you have an XY chromosome, you are fucked. You don't get nothing. You are a 10th class citizen. You are inferior, and the woman's superior to your ass. Because she got a vagina and you have a dick, so you are a loser in the world's eye of gynocentrism. You know, if you were denied a life and treated like shit and treated bad and done wrong by women and done wrong by society, experience racism on top of that, you will be bitter and angry too. And for y'all information, I'm not bitter right now. I actually feel pretty good right now. And people ask, well, how can you feel good about yourself even though you don't have a woman in your life? You know why I feel good about myself? Because I'm at a point where I don't give a damn about what other people think about me. And I think when you're over the age of 30, you stop caring about what other people think about you. And I think to a certain extent that you stop giving a damn and not want to get approval and pursue approval from other people, especially women, if you're a man over 30. So that's what it is. I'm not here for female approval, acceptance, and validation, because it's not going to pay my fucking bills. It's not going to keep me warm at night, and it's not giving me a roof over my fucking head. It's not taking care of me. It's not loving me, and it's damn sure not fucking me. It's not nurturing me. It's not taking care of me at all, period. So that's why I don't give a damn. Again, it's like you people need to stop twisting my fucking words and stop assuming for me and other guys out here, especially if they're True Force Loneliness or MGTOW, okay? Stop making fucking assumptions. Stop judging a person when you don't know shit about what they do outside of YouTube, outside of the fucking internet. I mean, think about it. We live double lives. People who are on the internet or whatever they do on the fucking internet, they do something totally different outside of the internet. But y'all people are so fucking stupid, you cannot even grasp that concept. Y'all people the same way. You cows that like to talk shit, type up bullshit, you wouldn't, if you were outside of the internet, you would not, the stuff that you talk about, the shit that y'all talk about, y'all talking shit, you would never say that to another person's face, because you would get your ass beat and you would get knocked the fuck out by me and I would fucking kill you. You know, literally, in self-defense, of course. But I'm going to say this. The reason why certain people in the world have a negative attitude and are bitter and angry and frustrated is because of the way they've been treated by society, by people, period. You gave them that fucking attitude, and you motherfuckers need to own up to that shit. You know, you want to shame a person and you want to victimize them, hurt them, and then tell them, and then blame it back on them, and victim shame them, and victim blame them for what y'all did to what y'all did to them. You are so evil and so inhumane. It's fucking sick. You want to victimize somebody and hurt somebody and deny them a life at the same damn time, and then you want to victim blame them and victim shame them and tell them, well, you got an attitude. Well, if you were victimized and done wrong by society and done wrong by your opposite sex, you would feel the same damn way. You know damn well you would do, but because you're not on the other side of the foot, you know, because you're not reliving that experience and never going through what that other person's going through, that you know that person's been done wrong, unfairly, treated unfairly. You know, when it comes to sexism, when it comes to racism, when it comes to classism, you know the person who has a disadvantage and has been done wrong by the system, because it's all systematic. Sexism, racism, communism, classism is all one and the fucking same. Socialism is all in one. It's all one of the fucking same part of the fucking system of the new world order. And no, it's nothing more than a tactic to cause fucking division. And you people are so stupid, you can't even fucking grasp and comprehend that concept, that simple ass concept. You cannot go through life fucking people over, mistreating them and hurting them, and expect them to be happy at the end. I mean, y'all so fucking inhumane and so fucking insensitive, and you wonder why you got motherfuckers shooting up schools. You wonder why motherfuckers who get fired from their job and get fucked over shoot up the fucking damn workplace, and you wonder why you're fucking dead. Or you wonder why you got motherfuckers who become serial killers and serial rapists and killers. Especially women get killed more by serial killers, male serial killers specifically, than the other way around. You know why? Because women treat men like shit. It's not because women are the weaker gender, the weaker sex. It's because women are so arrogant, so rude, so condescending, so mean, and inhumane, and don't give a fuck about men, period. They see men as a disposable commodity. They see men less as human. They think they're more human than a man. And because of that, because women treat men like shit like that and think they can get away with it, that's why men snap and fucking kill them. And a lot of these bitches deserve what they fucking get. And a lot of people who treat people like shit and fuck people over and bully them and fuck them over and hurt them and go out their way to hurt them and humiliate them and abuse them, you wonder why you get fucking shot, and you wonder why you're fucking dead. And most of those people who do that shit, they fucking deserve it. And people are going to say, oh, you shouldn't say that. Well, I don't care. And you say, well, what about the people who had nothing to do with it? Here's my take. Like this. If you saw a person being bullied, being mistreated, getting abused, getting harassed, and being fucked over and lied on and terrorized by a specific individual, and you witness it and you say nothing and you do nothing about it, you don't report it, you don't even confront the bully yourself because you're a fucking coward, and you see people being wronged and fucked over and hurt every single day in this world, but you people who see this shit, y'all don't do nothing about it. You don't intervene. You don't do nothing to stop it. And then you wonder why you get killed too. Because my thing is, you are supporting and condoning the inhumane mistreatment and abuse, and you actually are protecting the abuser. You're no different. Passively accepting evil is not a virtue. You know what I'm saying? So if you see people getting mistreated, bullied, and abused, and harassed, and terrorized, and getting fucked over, and you do nothing about it, and you are a witness to it, guess what? You are part of the problem. You're not part of the solution. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you get killed in the process, because you're just as guilty as the fucking bully. And you know it. And so that's why you get your karma too. That's why you get punished too. If you see a person steal something, and if you, let's say your friend goes into a store, you go in with him, you see him steal something, and you see him walking out with a product that is unpaid, and you walk out with him, guess what? You're going to get charged with theft too. You're going to get charged with theft. That's stealing. You're going to get charged too, because you are the accomplice. You are an accessory to the fucking crime. So that's why I have no sympathy for others when they get hurt that way. So, I mean, my thing is this. It's time for people to stand up and stop evil. It's time for us to stop evil and stop being fucking cowards. Stop sitting behind the fucking sidelines. You seeing people get mistreated, seeing people get hurt and abused and bullied. And it's time for you motherfuckers to stand up to that bully and stop letting motherfuckers hurt other people and get away with it. Because you are actually helping the bully, the perpetrator, the abuser, the rapist, the criminal get away with murder. That's what you're doing. So instead of getting mad at the person, instead of getting mad at me, at the messenger for telling the truth, you should get mad at the perpetrator, the real perpetrator. And the real perpetrators are people like you who sit back and do nothing. Those are the real perpetrators. Those who see a crime happening but don't do nothing to stop it. And not only that, when you see a perpetrator, you see a criminal violating somebody, abusing somebody, terrorizing somebody, fucking them over, guess what? They need to be dealt with. And you need to turn them in instead of being fucking afraid. That's all I'm going to say. So stop victim blaming, stop victim shaming others who have been done wrong and have been hurt by people in the society and worldwide. Maybe if people cared about other people, this wouldn't be happening. Think about that. I'm out. Peace. It is not fair that a man has to be on point. A man got to do this and do that and bring stuff to the table for a woman, and he got to work on himself to impress a woman, while the bitch doesn't have to do a fucking thing for him, but just bring her fucking vagina and bitchy attitude. It is not fair that a woman who can bitch and complain about men, bitch and complain about life, or just complain about life, even if it's a legitimate complaint about life, why is it her feelings are accepted and considered, but the man's isn't? That is not fair. And she don't have to work on herself to get a guy or do anything whatsoever, but a man does. That is not fair. That is wrong, and that is forever. That is completely hypocritical, and that's just a double standard. And I do not support it nor agree with it. If she ain't gonna do anything to better herself, why should I? The only thing a man should do is to look out for him and do him, just like a woman would do. Think about that. I'm out. Peace.